Hey, David Bear on marketing. I have a very simple little story here. Have you ever looked at the price of marketing or advertising and thought to yourself, well, hey, that is way too expensive. I'm not going to get involved with that. I can find a cheaper way to do it. You know, it's a common refrain in most marketers, most advertisers' minds is, okay, I'm going to just go find the best price. But best price is not always the best option. And here's why. Most of us are driven by price. We're driven by let's find the best deal. And if we can get it for free, that's even better. But let's step back and actually look at the benefit of paying more. All right, so here's a story. I was meeting with a customer earlier this week. We were looking at various marketing scenarios for a campaign that we were going to run for them. We looked at several different pay-per-click options. We looked at Bing, Google, Facebook, a couple of other things, and he reacted when I was showing him the average bid price on things really strongly for one of them, which was just much higher than everything else. And I stepped back for a second and I said, wait a second. It's not actually expensive, which was his word. It's not actually more expensive until we have done the analysis, until we've actually run a little test. We don't know that the $7 ad is going to be less effective or more effective than the $1 ad. And it may actually take three $7 ads, okay, say 1, 2, 3 $7 ads, that's $21, to get you your customer who's going to purchase that $200 item. And on that $1 ad, well, maybe it's going to take 50 clicks before you get a customer who's going to spend money on that $200 item that you're selling. So you really need to look at this in a very different way. Looking at it in terms of return on investment rather than the pure cost of something is going to ultimately save you a lot of money by spending it in the right place versus spending it in the wrong place. And how do you do that? Well, you do it with a little bit of testing. If you have a budget to test a campaign in a few different areas, figure out the tweaks, and then figure out where you are getting your best ROI, your best return on investment. That is the way to go. So hey, listen, I'm sure that just like me, just like my client, you've had situations like this. I'd love to hear your story. If you have a story you want to share on either a bad investment gone wrong, which is going to reinforce in your mind why you shouldn't make that sort of move, or if you have a story about a time where you spent more than you thought was necessary, but it turned out to be a great thing, leave that in the comments below. I'd love to hear your stories, and I think by sharing, the proof of this idea, this concept with others, really will help us as a community become better at doing exactly what I've outlined, which is testing and thinking in terms of return on investment more than simply pure cost. So I'd love you to leave your comments below, leave your stories, share, like, and all that good stuff so that more people can get this message, particularly if you find value in my videos here. I certainly appreciate the shares and likes. Hey, this is David Bear on Marketing. Thanks so much for spending a couple of minutes with me today, and I'll see you in the next video.